Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome on back to another reaction video. If you have no idea who I am, my name is Sam, aka OGB Reacts. I'm a first-time movie reactor here on YouTube, posting every Friday. The movie that I'm watching today is another LGBTQ+ movie for Pride Month 2024. The first one that I watched was absolutely devastating, and I am still hurting after watching that. So let's see if this one just shatters me as well. The movie that I'm watching for this video is Carol from 2015. I have no idea what entails with this film, but I have been wanting to watch it because the one thing that I do know is that it's about two women and they're in love. And oh god, I don't know anything else after that, so I don't know how devastating it will be. Really hoping that it's not too sad and, you know, we can have a happy ending. That would be nice. We'll see if that's just wishful thinking from me, so yeah, don't know anything about this. But again, I've been wanting to watch it for some time, so I'm very glad that we're going to be watching it now, and I'm just excited overall for it. So with that, if you're here watching right now, I really do appreciate you, and thank you for watching. And to everybody over on my Patreon, I really do appreciate you over there as well. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope you're enjoying all the full unedited reaction videos, the access to the polls, and access to other reactions that aren't yet cut for YouTube. If you want to watch the full unedited version of this video or to anything else on my channel, you can absolutely do so over on my Patreon. It is $5 a month for that. I also have a tier over there that is solely for the polls, which are ran every single Friday, and that is $2 a month for that. There is also a 7-day free trial available over on Patreon if you would like to take a crack at watching these full reactions. So yeah, don't really know what I'm getting into. The one thing that I do know is that it is two women, and we'll see their story, and oh god, I need a win. I need a win after the first Pride Month movie that we watched before, alright? Anyway, really do hope that you guys like this reaction, and I shall see you on the other side. Enjoy! Yeah, so this looks like 50s, 60s, maybe 50s, yeah, 50s. We'll go with 50s. It's funny how you can kind of guess the decade by the car, right? Just look at the cars and, you know, there you go.
What do you know? I'm saying to myself, I know that girl.
Jack, this is Carol R.
Huh.
Ah, hello, Carol.
Ted Gray's meeting me here, and a bunch of us are heading down to Phil's party. You're going, aren't you?
I have to make a few calls before dinner anyway. I really should run.
Look what you did, you interrupted.
You two have a wonderful night. Nice meeting you, Jack.
Nice meeting you.
Little shoulder touch. Nothing to see here, move along.
I like your scribbles.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Yeah, looks like it.
Compliments of the season from the management. Season's greetings from the management.
Anyway, she's just going crazy with no other girls in the family but Esther.
Huh, you get a hat, and you get a hat. You get a hat.
Compliments of the season from the management. Compliments of the season from the management.
Do you think it's compliments from management, or?
Please.
Come on, put on your selling face. And the hat from management, by the way. Oh, she's looking at me. What do I do? Me too, girl.
Miss,
Oh,
where's
okay.
the ladies' room, honey?
If you go back to the elevator and make a right, you can't miss it.
Thank you.
She's gonna be gone. She's gonna be gone. No! Damn it. It's okay. We all look at Cate Blanchett that way as well, all right? Oh, hello.
My daughter.
Bright Betsy. Oh, she cries and wets herself.
Fun.
I'm sorry, you're not allowed to smoke on the sales floor.
Oh, well, forgive me. Shopping makes me nervous.
That's all right. Working here makes me nervous.
My job makes me nervous. Sorry.
Where'd you learn so much about train sets?
Oh, I read. Too much, probably.
That's refreshing. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I like the hat.
Aw. Aw, that was cute. Oh god, but you know, you gotta think about the time period. This ain't modern day. So it's like extra heightened, extra cautious, extra everything, you know, was especially never talked about, really. But yes, gay people existed before 1990. 1980, 1990, you know, way before then, you know, just a little bit back. That's fine, yeah?
I'm strictly a beer man. Everything else makes me want to vomit.
Well, wine makes me feel naughty, but in a good way.
I drink to forget I gotta get up for work in the morning.
Don't we all?
You should come by the Times for dinner sometime. I work nights, so I got a pal who's a junior photo editor. He loves to pontificate.
Pontificate. Jeez. Is this her house?
Hey, sunshine.
Dad, I want Mommy to come.
Oh, you do you? Hey, you're early.
Oh. Wow.
Mommy wants to give Aunt Abby's present.
You've been seeing a lot of Aunt Abby lately, haven't you, sunshine?
Yes.
With Mommy.
Well.
3 days should be plenty of time.
Should have been delivered this afternoon.
Oh,
Okay.
right. So it arrived. She signed for it?
It arrived.
She's just really making sure. I don't want to look bad in front of her, so you better get it right.
Bellavit.
Brown eyes.
Miss Bellavit. Over here, please, now.
I'm sorry. Would you excuse me?
Oh my goodness. Miss Snappy. Okay.
Well, yes, of course, but you really don't have to. Tomorrow? Do you know Scotty's on Madison? No, I don't know it. Hold on. Could I borrow a pencil and paper?
It's like she just asked you the worst thing in the world. Pencil and paper? Come on.
I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. I'll have the cream spinach over poached eggs and dry martini with an olive.
Oh, she knows. Okay.
So what kind of name is Bellavit?
It's Czech. It's changed originally.
It's very original.
Well,
And your first name?
Therese.
Therese, not
Therese.
Teresa. No. Therese Bellavit.
What a name. Yeah, it's beautiful.
And yours?
Carol.
Carol.
And 2 dry martinis.
Thank you.
Now, what does it mean by dry, by the way? I'm really not a drinker, so I'm like, is that just more alcohol than anything else?
Harge is your husband?
Mm-hmm. Well, technically, we're divorcing.
Sorry.
I was gonna say
Don't
that
be.
before. I love that. Don't be sorry.
And you live alone, Therese Bellavit?
I do. Well, there's Richard. He'd like to live with me.
Oh yeah, Richard, yeah.
And would you like to marry him?
Not anymore.
I barely even know what to order for lunch.
Clearly, yeah. Ooh, sorry. I like this. Just like one person talking and the other one kind of like melting a little, you know?
Pretty country around where I live. Would you like to come visit me this Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
You're always the most beautiful woman in the room.
Tell your mother that.
It really's not my business. If you're gonna be alone at Christmas, sign I would love to have you.
I don't think she will be, you know?
We like certain people, you like certain people, right?
Sometimes.
And you don't like others. And you don't know why you are attracted to some people and not others. The only thing you really know is you either are attracted or you're not.
Period. Have you caught feelings? Yep.
I have to go.
She's dealing with a lot of feelings overall right now, all right?
I don't like the idea of you being alone.
I'm not alone. I have Randy and Ab.
Abby. There's always Abby.
Abby and I were over long before you and I were over, Harge.
Ah. All right.
It shouldn't be like this.
I know.
Wow. All right. So Abby and her were a thing, but they seem to be, you know, fine now. Besties, yes. And her, well, in process ex-husband knows about that as well. So, interesting.
Where's this place in Jersey?
New Jersey mentioned. Hello.
Torres speaks very highly of you.
Well, that's swell. So you get her back safe and sound?
Please, for the love of God, don't let something devastating happen. Please. 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 I know something sad will probably happen in this, because you know what? We just can't have a happy gay movie, alright? We can't. We just can't. Just friends, though. Just two girls galling around, you know?
Were those pictures of me you were taking at the tree lot?
No.
I've just been trying to. Well, I have a friend who told me I should be more interested in humans.
And how's that going?
It's going well, actually.
I'm glad.
Oh, it's just like, woo, you know?
That's beautiful.
Concentration broken. Understandably so. Uh-oh.
Harge, what's wrong?
Nothing. Does there need to be a problem for me to visit my wife?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
She's asleep upstairs in bed. What about my Christmas with our daughter?
Sorry, Carol, it can't be helped. The flight's in the morning. And do you...
Wow.
How do you know my wife?
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
Ordered a gift from her desk. I forgot my gloves, so she returned them, and I thanked her.
Oh, that's bold.
Oh, God.
Anyway, Mommy has to stay here. Make sure Santa's elf doesn't give away your presents to another little girl. You want that, would you?
No.
No. I want my gifts.
You smell good.
You're drunk.
Why are you driving?
I'll make you some coffee.
I'm not drunk. You can still come with us. Go back.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What are you gonna do?
No, don't like this. Don't like this.
You gonna stay here with Abby over Christmas? You gonna stay with the shop girl?
Ay, ay, ay.
It's over?
Oof. Oh, I don't like this. Is he actually... Oh, okay, thank God. Okay, there's a driver. Okay, I was about to say. Of course there's a driver. They're rich, clearly, so of course they're gonna have frickin' drivers.
There's a train at 8:30. I'll drive you to the station.
Yeah, it's a rough situation. But it's known that they are separated, and she's trying to just, like, distance herself from him. Oh. She probably feels like she caused something. Girl, they've been having problems. You're okay.
Jerry Ricks served some papers this morning, to my complete surprise. Why don't you sit?
Why is it people think you'll take bad news better if you're sitting down?
Harge has sought an injunction which denies you any access to Rindy until the hearing.
Oh.
Harge has changed his mind about joint custody. He wants sole custody of Rindy.
That's crazy.
Let's wait till after Christmas. So we can
On
all...
what ground?
Oh, no.
They're petitioning the judge to consider a morality clause.
Oh boy.
If he can't have me, I can't have Rindy. That's,
yeah, that's messed up. That's really messed up.
Jesus Christ. I'm a mother, for God's sake.
This is a little wild to me. Not even necessarily just like, oh, you know, the whole, like, you know, women thing, whatever. That's not even what I'm talking about. It's just like, didn't they say that her being with Abby was before her husband? Like, did I miss something? And she's been working on being separated from him, and you have Torres now, who's in the picture, but they're not even, haven't even crossed that line of being a romantic couple, you know? So it's like, but again, it's just the behaviors and all that. Oh, new camera. Here we go. Merry Christmas.
Start taking portraits even. Apply for jobs. Maybe even at a newspaper. Danny said he knows
Have you been thinking any more about Europe? Terry.
I don't think she's thought about it an ounce.
Hey, what's this all about? I love you. That's what's different.
Huh. Okay, so, again, their relationship was never fully established, I guess.
Have you ever been in love with a boy?
Now? Oh, what a question.
Like you've heard of it.
I mean, have I heard of people like that? Sure.
Like that. Like that.
Two people who fall in love with each other, say a boy and a boy out of the blue.
I don't know anyone like that.
Yeah, well, I wonder why.
Come to France with me. Let's get married.
Richard, I'm not ready for that. I can't just make myself.
What? Tell me.
Sorry, I have to go.
Terry!
Oh, boy. It's gonna catch up with her. She keeps running away from it.
If I am responsible in any way, don't you dare. Don't you ever.
Yeah, that's... taking the whole queer part out of it anyway, that's insane, you know?
Tell me you know what you're doing. I don't.
I feel like there's very much definitely like an age gap, but I feel like she's early 20s and Carol's early 30s. Yes? I don't exactly know. Man.
I'm going away for a while.
When? Where?
Ow, why?
And I thought perhaps you might like to come with me.
Little girls' road trip?
You don't even know her.
You can forward any of my mail to Chicago General Post. I've paid rent through February. I had a little extra.
Wow, that's nice.
She's gonna get tired of you, and
Damn.
you're gonna wish that you would never.
You don't understand.
Damn.
Oh, I do. I understand completely. You're in a trance.
I'm wide awake. I've never been more awake in my life. Why don't you leave me alone?
Yeah, I mean...
I got a better job for you.
Yeah.
I asked you to marry me, for Christ's sakes.
I never made you. I never asked you for anything. Maybe that's the problem.
I swear to you, in 2 weeks, you are gonna be begging me to forget this whole thing ever happened.
I mean, I don't... Ooh. You know... Yeah, so, okay. Clearly, they were an item. Yeah, you know, Trez, you know, not completely right. I get it. You know, it was a little kind of shitty that she, you know, did that to him, I guess, a little bit. But at the same time, even now, we kind of don't know exactly about the trip that they were talking about. And communication is a wonderful thing that should be utilized in a relationship. Yes? That's just the overall, I guess. I guess this is kind of like a stress test. Do y'all really actually like each other? Hello? Oh. I don't like this.
She's not here.
Well, that's impossible because she's not at home and she's not with me, so she must be with you.
Yeah. You've spent 10 years making damn sure her only point of reference is you.
Woo! Well, all right, that's telling.
Still my wife, Abby. She's my responsibility.
You know, that's some way of showing it, slapping her with an injunction.
Ooh.
I'm closing the door.
I love her.
And this is how you show it, huh? I can't help but laugh. Oh, okay. Well,
Thanks. Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just suddenly starving.
All right. Be on the minute.
all right. Well, Carol's got a gun.
I mean, you tell me if something scared you and there was something I could do to help.
I'm not frightened, Therese.
She puts on a very strong face, and she has this whole time. So completely unsurprising that she's like, yeah, I'm not scared. She is. She is.
Or we do have the presidential suite available for a very attractive rate.
2 standard rooms should be fine.
Residential?
Why
Are
not
you
take
sure?
the presidential suite? I mean, if the rate's attractive.
Subtle, smooth, yeah.
Can I help you with that?
No. Absolutely not. Sorry. That's my response. It's my response. Sorry.
Oh, that's divine. Smell that.
Sorry.
Good morning. Glad to see you didn't freeze over or nothing.
Hello.
You too. Afraid the coffee's not very good.
As per usual. Ah, hello.
Torres Belovit, Carol Aird.
Pleased to meet you.
Mr. Tucker sells notions. We stop and get some magazines from you?
I have Field and Stream, National Geographic.
He just keeps... That is too funny, actually. God, you know what? What I love so far? Everything. Yes, in this movie, of course. But just like the looking, especially with Carol. It's just like her looks and the way that she like looks at people or even looks at, you know, Torres or anyone. It just, it's so like she's doing a really, they're both doing a great job with acting and everything, but just like the actual just motion of like her eyes and like looking, it's just, I can't, like, I keep focusing on that, you know? It's like weirdly captivating. God, I just, you know, I hate that I'm feeling like tense. I just keep feeling like something really bad is gonna happen, and I really don't want it to. I want a happy ending, damn it.
Oh, finally. Real bad.
That's a nice hotel. Good night. The best canned ham.
Archie's there. Hello?
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
Were you making a phone call?
What? No. Ladies' room.
Oh, you know, I know, they're on this trip together, so there should be, you know, building trust. She gotta break her walls down a little bit and start talking, you know, just say your feelings, you know, say what's on your mind, your concerns, everything. Be honest, be truthful. It's hard, I know, but it's just so much more beneficial in the long run.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. 1952, here we go. Oh. Oh boy. Yay. Okay. Oh, God. Finally, y'all are kissing. Damn. Been a long time coming. I love women loving women. Yay! Happy Pride Month. Good for y'all. Truly good for y'all. Amen. Again, you know, just an average, like, girly girl trip. Come on, guys.
You the folks at 42?
Mm-hmm. We're checking out.
Telegram come for you last night.
Yeah? I was probably from Abby, maybe. Well, actually, she doesn't know either.
7, 9. I ain't a clock, lady.
Damn, okay, we're just asking. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Well, here we go.
Put it in the bag.
I want my fucking suitcase.
Carol, what's going on? Carol!
Okay, all right. All right, put the gun down. Come on. No. Hello? Oh. Oh my God.
How much is Harge paying for this?
Oh my
I wish I could
God.
oblige you, ma'am, but the tapes have already been sent to your husband.
It's this fuck.
Mrs.
Oh. Oh.
I know you're not lying.
You don't, ma'am.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Oh no.
How could you?
I'm a professional, Miss Belivet. It's nothing personal.
That's so messed up.
The earliest flight into LaGuardia is tomorrow afternoon. Oh, Abby. I don't know how to fix this. I haven't the strength.
Man, are you kidding me? Oh, that's, oh, ooh. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up.
I'm thinking that I'm utterly selfish and I
Don't do this. You had no idea. How could you have known?
And I should have said no to you, but I never say no. And it's selfish because I just take everything and I don't know anything and I don't know what I want. And how could I when all I ever do is say yes to everything?
I don't know. I can't say I agree with her on that. Like maybe to a little bit of an extent, but not to this extent.
It's not your fault, Torres.
Yeah, it really isn't. Her ex-husband is just a psycho and controlling and possessive, and it's just the cherry on top that it's with another woman, you know? It's like insulting to him that it's another woman. Like with another man, it'd be really bad. Yeah, of course. But like this, like, because it's like she's with like another woman, it's like a punch in the face more so because it's a woman, you know? Oh, geez, what a messy situation. It's terrible. Oh God. Oh, hello.
She's gone?
Early this morning.
Wow.
Is she coming back?
No.
Damn. I was about to say she is gone.
We should get going.
It's crazy that she came out here and, you know, she's doing this for her.
Why do you hate me? I haven't done anything to you.
You really think I've flown halfway across the country to drive you back east because I hate you?
Right, yeah, that was an interesting thing to say.
It was 5 or so years ago. Late one night, my Ford broke down near my mother's house.
Oh.
We tried to stay up, but curled up together in my old twin bed. And that was it.
So, okay. So Carol did cheat on her husband then.
Here.
Oh, Lord, Therese, you have fallen super hard and super fast.
And when it happens, I want you to imagine me there to greet you. Our lives stretched out ahead of us, a perpetual sunrise. But until then, there must be no contact between us.
Damn. Oh boy, I don't know.
Hello?
Yeah, it's like, of course she's gonna call.
I miss you.
Oh, man.
You know, these are seriously good. You really captured whoever this is.
Well, yeah.
They're just practice.
Yeah, well, she found her human subject to practice the portraits on.
You went away with her, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, you know.
Is this because I tried to kiss you that day? Because if it is, don't even think about that.
Don't worry, she hasn't thought about it.
More mashed potatoes, Carol?
Oh, yes, thank you. They were delicious.
Oh, man. It's just it's a horrible position to be in anyway, but due to the time period, it's even worse.
Harge tells us you've been getting along quite well with your doctor, Carol.
And why shouldn't you get along well? He's a very expensive doctor.
Well, actually, he's not a doctor. He's a psychotherapist.
Well, he's very well regarded.
A Yale man. Like your uncle.
Yes, but that doesn't make him a doctor.
Oh boy. Oh Lord. Let's talk about your therapy at the dinner table. Make it just more awkward. Oh, good. Okay. Yay.
How many more tomato aspic lunches? Then I come home every night without her to watch this.
And Therese?
What about her?
Well, I guess she doesn't know that she's the one who cut contact with her. Probably just to make things easier.
Have you heard something?
From Therese? No. She must have started her job at the Times, though.
Ah, there you go. I guess she got it.
Who the hell's turning around in my drive?
Hello?
I should go.
No, you don't.
Yes, she's an ex, but they just seem to be still, you know, tight, like, good friends, and it's like one of the only people that Carol has in her life that she can turn to. Oh, hello. So I guess from that dinner, maybe she's like trying to, you know, work things out with her husband just for the sake of being with her child. They said, oh, well, I've been speaking too soon. Okay, here we go.
Of the evidence that the court will grant sole custody of the child to my client.
Not so fast, Your.
Oh, wow.
Asserting she is more than capable of caring for her own child. She's
Crazy.
had no further contact with the girl in question, and we have sworn depositions from 2 Saddlebrook Institute psychiatrists clearly stating that in their opinions, a series of events precipitated by my client's husband drove her to suffer an emotional break, which resulted in the presumed aberrant behavior.
That's absurd!
Furthermore,
All
given
right,
the way
Fred, if
these
this is
tapes
how you're...
were...
Wow.
We gave each other Rindy, and that is the most breathtaking, the most generous of gifts. So why are we spending so much time trying to keep her from each other?
Yeah, that's, you know what? That's the right thing.
Now, I think that Harge should have custody of Rindy.
Could I suggest we just take a break for a
No,
moment? I
Fred.
No, Fred, will you
Fred,
let me
Fred.
speak? Because if you don't, I will not be able to cope.
Wow.
Now, I want visits with Harge. I don't care if they're supervised. I just want them to be regular.
It's sad that she has to settle for this.
You take it or leave it. But if you leave it, we go to court. And if we go to court, it'll get ugly.
It will. Yeah, no, it definitely will. Woo!
Carol.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Carol.
Crazy. Side note, that actor, I know him from Friday Night Lights, which, oh, such a good show. He has such, like, a sad puppy dog face, you know? His eyes are so sad puppy. Even though he's kind of a jerk. Just can't help but, like, you know, look at him and not think that. What is going on here? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. It's got it. Oh, yeah. He's the odd one out in more ways than one right now.
Belavet.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the guy from before. I was like, oh my god. Ah, okay. Oh, wow. Alright. Damn. She's gonna go. She's gonna go. Ah, okay. I had a feeling it was gonna kind of do this, so this is from the beginning.
And you look very fine, you know? As if you've suddenly blossomed. Is that what comes of getting away from me?
No.
It probably wasn't the best to, you know, leave her hanging like that, though, you know?
Have you seen Rindy?
Once or twice. She's living with Harge for now. It's the right thing.
I mean, I disagree, but...
Apartment's a nice big one. It's big enough for 2. I was hoping you might like to come live with me, but I guess you won't.
Maybe, you know, bring that up at a later time, right? Like, I don't know if this is the time, right?
Oh, I
don't think so.
Oh boy.
I'm meeting some people at the...
She's coming on too strong.
If you change your mind, I think you'd like them.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I love you.
Torres!
Ah, yes, of course.
Ted Gray's meeting me here, and a bunch of us are heading down to Phil's party. You're going, aren't you?
Yes, I just planned to get there.
You two go ahead. I have to make a few calls before dinner anyway. I really shouldn't.
Well, it would be great to catch a ride.
Yeah, sure.
You two have a wonderful night. Nice meeting you, Jack.
Nice meeting you.
She tried to put a wall up. She tried to put her guard up and try to, you know, not succumb to it again. But it's like, God, shit! Yeah. And here we go, realizing, oh, what did I just do? You know, on one hand, you can't really blame her for, you know, being so guarded because of everything that happened. But at the same time, it's like, oof, it was just a rough situation. So it's hard to have understanding, I guess, in a way, but still, because you're hurting. Yep. Hello. Yeah, feeling very alone. Yeah, everyone's coupled up.
Do you have a reservation?
Sorry, I'm looking for someone.
Ma'am, I can't seat you with us.
Oh, no, too bad. I'm looking for someone. Bye. Hello. Come on. Don't walk away. Come on, look at her. Back into it. And that is it. Oh, good. No devastating ending. And it was a pretty positive ending. Good, pretty happy ending right there, you know? They came back to each other. Oh, good. I knew that there was gonna be some sad points, some, you know, messy sort of things, right? Of course, there's definitely gonna be, like, some twists and turns and some negative stuff. But I'm glad that overall this wasn't, like, devastating, right? Like, I think, again, after watching Boys Don't Cry as the first Pride movie for this month, I'm really, like, at a low. And like the bar was just set so low in the way of like positive feelings. The movie itself was really great. Like that movie was really great, and it's a, you know, a needed watch. Of course, it was devastating and horrible, but it was a needed watch. At least, but that's just why, you know, like my head is where it's at. Like I was going into this thinking that the kid's gonna die, one of them's gonna die. The, you know, blah blah blah, right? Like the worst things that could possibly happen, I was thinking it, right? So I'm just glad that definitely, you know, did not happen. Again, some, you know, sad or not so positive things happen, but at the end, you know, she goes back to her, and hopefully they, you know, worked it all out and they actually ended up being fully together. Don't mind the dog, sorry. Because, like, yeah, I mean, kind of by the end of it, it's not like she just gave up on her child just so she can, you know, pursue Torres again. But at the same time, it's like that whole situation with her kid and the dual custody and everything was just such a, God, like she said, it would be a mess and it would be ugly in court. And so that, like, situation is so far gone in a way that because he made those motions, he would, I don't know if he would probably win, but he might because he has, like, the evidence and stuff like that. But I guess she just, you know, she was at a breaking point with being in that room with him and the lawyers and everything, that, like, it's not like she gave up, but she was just like, look, this is the situation. Like, you know, all out on the table, whatever, to rest, whatever. You know, so she just had to make, like, I don't know, she just decided to make a decision in this, like, sort of breaking point. And I mean, you know, she has I guess, no custody at this point, which really, again, it's just like that whole situation is just so insane. Because, again, it's like, even if it was not necessarily like a whole thing with, you know, her being with a woman and everything like that, even taking that out of the equation, like it's a crazy messed up sort of situation. And with putting into the equation just makes it even more messed up, but it's also, you know, like the 50s and everything, and God, like, anyway. But you know what I mean, just overall with that. She was just kind of at a point and in a position where it's just like, yep, I'm all for her at this point, and like this is the bed that has been made in a way. And so I feel like when she met up with her, you know, by the end, Carol with Torres, like at the dinner table, like, and she was kind of just coming off really strong with like trying to get her back and just like, you know, laying out that live with me, like I love you, like just laying it all out, because I think she was like panicking maybe because she really didn't want to lose her after everything that had just happened previously, like in that room with the lawyers and everything. So it's just like, I don't want to lose this as well, please, like be with me. And God, I mean, Therese had her guard up completely. She was just like just shutting it down, and I don't really blame her. Because of just how everything kind of unfolded, but at the same time, it's like you got to look at the situation and look what Carol was going through, because it was a mess and it was a lot. And yes, she made mistakes with what she was doing, but it's really hard to see that when you're, you know, you felt like, I guess Therese felt a betrayal, you know, in a way. So it's really hard to look past that. But and she had her guard up that whole time at the table, but once especially once, you know, Carol dropped that I love you, and then of course they got interrupted by Jack, then that was just kind of like the wake up, you know, you love this woman too, you know, go do something about it. So I am glad that it ended the way that it did, with just sort of the, you know, looking at each other from across the room and just ending it there. And it's just like, there you go, like they're looking at each other with their in love eyes, and they're gonna go from there. So we rebuild. But yeah, overall this was really well done. It was a very beautiful story, and of course, just like, you know, me being me, I'm just like, ooh, like all giddy and stuff with just the way like it was so intense, like just their interactions as they first met, because like very clearly something was there, and they were kind of just like, you know, going back and forth with just like being like, especially like Carol being, you know, a little flirty and everything, and it's just like to watch that happen and just having like so much, you know, intensity there is just always kind of like, and then again, just on top of it being just like, you know, two women like being in love, it's just like, oh yes. So yeah, their interactions and everything like that, it was just nice overall. It was nice to watch, just nice to see, and it was fun to watch too, because again, I was talking about it in the reaction, just like Cate Blanchett, you know, Carol's just the way that she was just like looking at not just Tourette's, but just literally just at people, like just the eyes just like darting, or like, you know, looking up and down. It was just like captivating, and it was just so interesting to see, because it was as if, you know, it's like, of course it's part of the whole acting, you know, you're using everything, you're not just acting with words, but it was just interesting to see, and that really stood out to me actually. I also like that this took place in the 50s, because it just, you know, shows that like, hey, you know, LGBTQ plus people, queer people have been around forever, and it's always just, I think like it's nice to see something like this sort of relationship in a time period like this that, you know, it wasn't so long ago, but it was long ago. Like it's pretty long ago overall. 70 years is a pretty long time. So it's like to have it be, you know, in a different sort of decade that, like, again, I'm not saying it's like as if it's so far away, but like a decade like that, it's just like, okay, hey, different, it's a completely different ballpark overall, and completely different like mindsets and scenarios, and just people who were like queer at all, like, were basically, they existed, but they were non-existent because they couldn't be completely themselves, like, at all. Like, some people could, but then they really face, like, the super big consequences of, you know, everything negative, of course. But so many people were completely, like, closeted, and you know, it's just, even though today it's much better, there's still so many issues, but I can't imagine, you know, trying to be me anywhere before, or any time before this time, you know? It taking place in the 1950s just added another, like, layer of things that these two characters had to deal with. There's definitely a lot of things that you can kind of talk about with this movie, truly, just like with the characters and behaviors and stuff like that, but it overall was, I would say, a positive pride LGBTQ plus queer movie that I'm glad that I finally watched, because I've been wanting to watch it for some time, and I just want them to be together. I just want them to be happy. I want them to get old together, because seeing old people who are LGBTQ plus, it makes me happy, because that means that they are living long enough to continue to be their selves, you know? Like, give me more old, happy, queer people. You know what I mean? Anyway, again, this was great overall. The acting was great. The soundtrack I really enjoyed. Just the story and everything, and just overall it was really well done. And I really enjoyed myself, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you did enjoy the reaction, please feel free to like the video, and if you aren't already, please feel free to subscribe. And of course, if you wanted to watch the full unedited version of this video or anything else on my channel, you can absolutely do so over on my Patreon. It is $5 a month for that. And to those of you who are already on Patreon, I really do appreciate you over there. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope you're enjoying all the full unedited reaction videos, the access to the polls, and access to other reactions that aren't yet cut for YouTube. If you want to find me outside of YouTube, you can absolutely do so. You can find me pretty much anywhere at OGB Reacts. I'm mainly over on Twitter, but I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Once again, really do hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction, and of course, I hope to see you all in the next reaction video, whatever that may be. Okie dokie, toodaloo, adios, and goodbye!